Dear reader and brave traveler, the tome that you have picked up is a portal into another world, similar to your own, but I assure you not the same. The players whom you meet within these pages are the counterparts to people who once lived in your world. You may think that you know them when they appear. In some ways you do, and in others you do not. Be ever aware that the rules of our world are not the rules of your world. Demons, like myself, are running rampant in this realm, as well as vampires, werewolves, and fairy. This is a supernatural world where several rules of reality are different from your world. Magic exists here, and it is not solely kept to my kind. Since the Middle Ages, the country of England has had a class of mortals develop their own magic to counteract our magic. This noble class named themselves the Demon Slayers. They learned these arts from the more ancient kingdoms of Ireland, Scotland, and Wales. Those elder nations have been relatively demon-free throughout the ages, while younger England is still blighted by demons. Demons are active globally, as are vampires and werewolves, but our concern for the time being is that tiny island nation. The England that you know is not the England that I know either. You may recognize the names of the players mentioned, but the politics here are different, entirely revolving around the power balance of mortal men and the supernatural world. Yes, there have been several periods where the country was almost overtaken by the Fanged Menace. The Tudor Wars of Succession immediately come to mind as a particularly dark period. To this day, packs of werewolves occasionally roam the countryside, though it is well known that the werewolves prefer the north and the vampires tend toward the south. I am here to take you to the year 1815, where our story begins. Similar to your world, this was known as the Regency period, where the Prince Regent ruled England. Just as in your world, Duke Wellington fought Napoleon in Waterloo, though the Duke and the Emperor that you know never dispatched vampires or demons with such celebrated precision. I must confess, they both terrify me. But before we depart for 1815 England, allow me to show you an earlier event, my first meeting with my former master and dear friend, Lord George Gordon Byron. Without that meeting and our initial partnership, dear reader, our worlds would never be able to cross. We both have much to thank that poetic vampire. Perhaps the Dr. Polidori of your world had called Byron a vampire to mock him, but this world's Polidori wouldn't be insulting my lord if he said the same. He'd merely be speaking the truth. When you are ready, take my claws in your hands, and I'll spirit you to my world. Then you can meet Lord Byron for yourself and decide whether or not he was a monster. Ever your humble guide to this domain, Faust, Demon Second Class.